Bonjour guys, welcome to FIFA 20 Icon Swaps. Finally, EA Sports decided to release the brand new Icon Swaps promotion. So guys, let us know in the comment section down below which icon are you going to grind for. Potentially for us, we're still figuring it out. We're gonna talk about all the icons in today's video. So guys, leave a like, make sure you do subscribe to the channel because it's gonna be a grind to get all of those icons. Make sure you turn on the notification. With that being said, bros, let's go now to season objective.
Yes, because
to see what's up with that.
This is where you guys can get the token. Most likely, I'm sure there's gonna be as well some SBCs down the road where you guys will need to actually complete some SBC in order to receive some token. Nonetheless, boys, today I think it's gonna be great for us to talk about our thoughts about the icon and which icon can actually be meta and fun at the same time. So which icon we will actually advise you boys to go for. Nonetheless, the
icon swaps online. Okay, so I think this is gonna be, of course, the online game modes, 9 FUT Champions matches. So this is a pretty easy one. Golden rivals,
full squad of gold players, including the bench with max 83 rated.
Okay, so that's gonna be a grind, man, in division rivals. I think, boys, honestly, right now, win 3 rival matches using 7 first honor League 1 players. I think, boys, honestly, we're gonna relegate ourselves in division rivals because in division 2 right now, those challenges will be nearly impossible to complete.
In Division 2, yes. In Division 2, because you win. It's not, you need to win those games. It's not as if you need to score. Because you know, if you can like score, you can play against the opponent and you say, via your team's name, oh yeah, let's do that challenges. But now if you need to win, it's gonna be something really, really different.
Okay, now bros, there's a squad battles. If you guys know the channel, we know that that we like to grind squad battles in a way because it's pretty chill. It's boring, of course, but it's pretty chill if you listen to a podcast. So you have MLS win 5 squad battle matches. So this is gonna be pretty easy. The squad battle, boss, usually it's pretty easy, but you just gotta grind to get it. That's the thing. Score 20 goals with first honor players in rivals. Okay, this one should be pretty easy if you guys have untradeable division rival rewards, FUT Champions rewards, and squad battle rewards. Play 20 matches in FUT using at least 1 first owned player in your starting squad. So boys, right now our biggest tip for you guys will be to grind the game, as easy as it is, but just start grinding the game. Squad battle, division rival, a little bit of FUT Champions, even though if you don't like the gameplay, just don't force yourself to those objectives. Alright boys, it's gonna be important that you still try to enjoy the game a little bit because it's gonna take a while to get the best icons. Let's talk about all the icons now, bros.
Yes.
We don't know the full requirements for all of them, but let's start with Peter Schmeichel. I think you do need 8 or 6. Okay, 6 icons. This is a pretty cheap one, but it's a goalkeeper.
And keep in mind, boss, there's gonna be no icon SBC this year. Therefore, you guys will not need down the road some base icons. So keep in mind, I don't think a lot of people will do Schmeichel. JJ Okocha can actually be great at the end of the day, boys, because he does have a lot of agility. The pace is alright, but unfortunately, I don't think, boys, it's gonna be as good as he seems because simply with the fact, boys, if you take a look at the just stamina, the strength, it's not really as good, and I think there's gonna be a better option if you guys decide to grind for a lot of tokens.
Exactly, and 73 finishing is pretty poor. Even though you can play him as a cam, he might do some damage because of the 5-star weak skill move, my bad, medium low. That's not really a good card, but again, for 8 tokens, you can literally get him within next week if you guys really want to, and even by then, even earlier than this. Now, Pep Guardiola. So let's take, that's the first time I take a look at Pep Guardiola on FIFA 20, FUT 11, medium high work rate for CDM, that's alright. 75 pace seems pretty good.
After you don't really need the height nowadays in the midfield.
79 stamina and 77 strength. That's alright. But for CDM, man, I think that's still a little bit low after the defending stats are really good. Reaction composure pretty good. That's an alright card again for 8 icons. Why not? I don't think it's the best though. Ryan Giggs for 9 icon swap, 89 rated. And to be honest, but if you play him as a center mid, he can do damage, especially in the 4-1-2-1-2, the second variation, when you have 2 box to box. If you guys play him as a box to box, he can be a great midfielder for you boys.
Exactly, boys, and you can actually link him up as well with Gareth Bale, so that can be as well a great option. I think we can as well combine, for example, if you guys don't want to go, for example, DJ Drogba, but you want to go for Pep Guardiola and Okocha, you guys can combine actually for 16 tokens, you guys can have 2 icons.
Even 3 with Peter Schmeichel.
Even 3 if you guys decide to go with 22 tokens. So that's actually great from EA Sports. Nesta, we tried him on FIFA 18, the man is trash. I will not advise you boys to use him.
But that was on FIFA 18.
But that was on FIFA 18, and I think boys, with the meta, with the pace nowadays, I will yet again not advise you to use him unless you have someone like Rafa Varane next to him. And even then, I think, boys, the meta of the game, it's too focused around pace, so it's not going to be that interesting. Roberto Carlos.
It could actually be an interesting card, even though this baby card is not the best.
No.
But it does have a lot of acceleration. The height doesn't really matter nowadays on FIFA 20. If they don't change the gameplay, of course, EA Sports, a lot of agility and balance. Strength is alright. Stamina 84 is great. 74 composure, that could be a bit of a problem. But again, it's a left back.
Yes.
Do you really need a lot of composure? Yes and no at the same time. Hernan Crespo, for how much token? I think it's 11.
I think it's 11 as well. It's 12 actually. And we packed the medium version Crespo on FIFA 19 boys last year. Let us know in the comments if you guys remember the crazy streak that we had in December last year. Nonetheless, boys, Hernan Crespo, what I do actually think about that Hernan Crespo, it can be great as a second striker. If you guys play with him, if you guys play with a pacey striker next to him, that can be great. That can be great because the dribbling, the composure is insane, the finishing is great. The pace is alright. The pace is not the best, but it's like Wissam Ben Yedder type of pace.
But again, he will feel faster in game because he does have more acceleration and sprint speed. So in game, he will feel a little bit faster than 86, especially if you guys apply a Hunter chemistry style. Now, Patrick Kluivert, aka Papa Kluivert, a China legend, boss. We used to play with him back on FIFA 17. He used to be a baller for us. This year, we have not played with him. I played one time against him and he was pretty good, pretty strong and pretty fast on the ball. After the only problem can be as well the composure. And sometimes it can feel a little bit stiff when you're going to turn with him. That's a decent card though, boss. Honestly, I think for 12 token, that's pretty good. Now, Miroslav Klose. I think that's the medium version of Klose and that's a good card as well. But does he really fit the meta with 70 balance, 75 passing? Acceleration, the pace is alright, the strength is there, the jumping is going to be amazing, but I think he was a better player back on FIFA 19, not really on FIFA 20, boys. In my opinion, after, boys, composure, shooting stats, incredible for Klose, but
I think he's like a clinical striker, and I think, boys, if you're German and if you really love the Miroslav Klose, because
of course.
Miroslav Klose, for me, boys, I'm 21 years old, to this day I'm 21 years old, and Miroslav Klose is basically the ultimate striker back when I was younger. So if you guys are German and if you love Miroslav Klose, then why not doing?
There's as well Ballack, boys. Ballack, a German legend. The only problem about him, boys, will be that he will feel stiff, really heavy on the ball, especially if you guys play under bad gameplay, under delay gameplay, and as well 70 acceleration. Man, make sure you guys, if you're gonna unlock him, get Shadow Chemistry style or get Hunter, but get something that increases his pace, because that's gonna be an horrible feeling when we're gonna play with Ballack, because he will feel like a truck. Now, Pirlo, man, the brand new icon on FIFA 20. Look at those dribbling and passing stats, unbelievable. If you're gonna play him as a CDM, make sure you guys play with a tall and physical center defensive mid with Pirlo. That's gonna be important either as a box to box or as a CDM with another beast in the midfield, because the stamina is not really there, the strength is not really there. But if you guys need a technical midfielder, he will be your man. And as well, 5-star skin.
5-star skin, right? That was the thing as well. When I saw his card for the first time on FIFA 19, I was like,
I don't think he deserves it, but
it's a legend. It's a legend. So we're not gonna talk too much about Andrea Pirlo not deserving his 5-star skin move. The next player is Roy Keane. I was about to say Robbie Keane. No, Roy Keane. 93 stamina, 86 strength, 96 blooding aggression. What I do actually like about that card, boys, is I do actually think he fits the meta. I actually do think he fits the meta, boys. If you need to have someone like Patrick Vieira, Ruud next to him, or someone like N'Golo Kanté, if you have Roy Keane and N'Golo Kanté next to each other, I do actually think that your two CDM or your two midfielder will be really working together really well, because Roy Keane is not that pacey, but it's actually alright, boys. It's
alright, but apply Shadow Chemistry style. That's gonna be our big tip for Roy Keane. Now, Rivaldo, that's a really good card. The only problem about him, I think it's 2-star weak foot.
Unfortunately, boys.
After, if you play him as a cam or potentially as a wide cam in a 4-2-3-1 formation, it could be great. He does have a cracker of a shot. The stamina 83 is great. 79 strength is decent. And then after, bros, the shooting, the passing, and the dribbling stats are amazing. 86 pace. If you guys play him as a winger, It's gonna be a little bit slow, but down the middle as a cam, that could be awesome.
Yes, he could have even played as well as a midfielder, but those defending stats
Not so much.
will let you down in my opinion.
6'1" though, so
6'1" is great, but nowadays with the meta of the game, it's not really important. But it can be a fun card to use.
Yeah, especially for 15 token though. Now for Ian Wright, my bad. 16 icons, 16 FUT swaps. Allez, Ian Wright, what do we?
He can be alright. The pace is there. I think but don't get triggered, boys, because I think the 82 dribbling might low-key let you down. When you see the pace and the dribbling, it will feel like a Patrick Kluivert beast, in my opinion, boys. But a Patrick Kluivert with more finishing, more shooting, but maybe the same style of play. So if you guys are wondering about doing Patrick Kluivert, well, maybe do Ian Wright. It's gonna be a bit better.
Wright, yeah.
But Ian Wright doesn't have 4-star skill move at the end of the day.
That's gonna be a big thing, but as well, again, 3-star skill move this year, boys, on FIFA 20 is not really that big of an issue. My personal problem with him will be the 66 long pass, but even then, it's a striker. Do you really need a lot of passing? No. Maybe not, but if you guys play Tiki Taka, that might be something important. Now, bros, I think one of the best valuable icon token or icon FUT for this promotion, boys, will be Rio Ferdinand for 16 only. That's going to be one of the best center back in the game. A lot of pace, 84, a lot of defending, 84 as well. Physicality, 83. 85 strength, 84 aggression, that's going to be awesome. And that acceleration and sprint speed is going to feel awesome in game. 60 agility and 60 balance is great as well, with a decent reaction and great composure. Boys, honestly, I think this is one of the best center back on FIFA 20.
Even though I don't think, boys, personally, I will want to have that Rio Ferdinand, but at the end of the day, guys, I want to have fun. When you have, for example, right now, our defense is like Varane, Langlais. I don't think Rio Ferdinand is as good as Clément Langlais or Rafa Varane at the moment. Of course, I'm sure he's better, but does he really deserve 16 token? I do actually think, boys, that promotion, you need to think about using a card that will look fun in game for you to play with and not meta, in my opinion, guys.
Yeah, especially because it's going to be a big grind. Now, bros,
Rui Costa, the first
for
prime
17.
icon. The first prime icon SBC back on FIFA 18, if you guys remember.
Oh, man, I don't honestly, boys, 17, that's a bit too much for Rui Costa. Even though he can be alright in game, 17, man, that's a lot. And to be honest, that's a really good card. If you guys gonna play him as a cam, really good. 75 finishing though might let you down, but decent amount of composure. Great dribbling, passing stats as well. The physicality is there with 84 strength. I think the man is 5'11", 4 star. That's a good card, but for 17, I think that's a bit too much.
That's a bit too much, but he can play either as a cam or as a box to box, as a center mid. And I think actually Rui Costa can do more damage as a center mid than a cam. That's my personal opinion.
Zanetti for 17 now. I think, honestly, boys, this is as well the prime Zanetti.
Yes, it is.
Why not? High work rate, especially if you guys have Messi. That could be a great link between Zanetti and Messi, but bros, I think for 17, that's still pretty good. The jumping is 50, but as we said earlier, jumping and heading in FIFA 20 is not really an issue. So, looking at that card, man, that's literally one of the best right back in the game.
Or the best CGM, or the best CGM in game, in my opinion. But it all depends
as well,
on how you guys want to play with him. For 18 or 17 token, for me, that's a bit too much.
Because that's a defender.
He's a defender, but at the end of the day. Hugo Sanchez, a brand new icon, boys, in that game. Wow. That can be actually a great card to use. Considering the fact, I think, in my opinion, it can be fun.
But 58 composure, man.
That's the thing.
EA Sports, why kill an icon card with 58 composure?
What did he deserve?
I swear down the line, bros, that EA Sports sometimes they want to kill an icon just with one stat and 58 composure, man. You're gonna feel that in game, and honestly, that's pretty poor from EA Sports.
Even me, I have more composure than him, bros. I won't lie.
Maybe not.
I play as a striker. 58 composure, man.
I don't think so.
For an icon, we're talking about an icon.
You missed some sealers back in the days.
It's true, but still, it was 58. I think it's too low, and EA Sports needs to revisit their stats for Hugo Sanchez, and after for 18 token base icon pack, the scam of the year, boss. The scam of the year. I don't think you guys need to even think about completing a base icon pack, considering the fact there is no icon SBC in FIFA 20, boys.
I think that's a big scam in my opinion. But if you guys unlock Peter Schmeichel and if you grind all the way to the 24 tokens, then go ahead.
You lost me when you say if you guys unlock Peter Schmeichel. You guys lost me there. But
no, honestly, I don't think it's worth it for the base icon pack. Now, Emiliano Buetraguino. I played against him today, boys, in FUT Champions. He was awesome against me. He didn't score, but he was a really good player. The only downside about that card will be that it's not his prime version. I think his prime version is way better than this 87, this baby card, but
it's actually alright.
That's a really good card on FIFA 20 that actually fit the meta with 5-star weak foot, and he's Spanish as well, so you can have a good team around him, even though that's an icon, but that can help out some other Spanish players with him. Dribbling awesome, shooting awesome, pace. It's gonna feel rapid in game.
Yeah, amazing. Was for me. I think Buetraguino can be a player that I can see myself using down the road, boys. The next one,
Stevie G.
I'm gonna let Liam talk about Stevie G because he does have the
Liverpool
OG,
jersey.
OG Liverpool jersey, but no, but of course Steven Gerrard. If you take a look at those insane stats, he can be a player that I can see myself using down the line. The same as Buetraguino. I think it's gonna be between Hugo Sanchez, Buetraguino, and Stevie G. For me, of course, after we need to discuss with Liam about
the road to glory. And what do we need by then? You know, in a couple of months, what we do need actually? Strength, aggression, awesome, man. That's gonna be one of the best box-to-box, high work rate. I mean, Steven Gerrard, obviously, but that's gonna be a quality player. Now, I think that's the third prime icon with George Hadji. I think, boys, honestly, for 20 tokens,
there's more. There's better.
After he's actually fitting the meta, kinda-ish. His pace is a little bit low if you guys gonna play him as a cam, but 20 tokens, man. 20 tokens for me, that's way too much. Even though that's gonna be a great card, then that's the fourth prime icon. Michael Owen for 20 tokens as well. The pace is awesome. The dribbling, great. Shooting, bloody fantastic. 3-star skill move, it's gonna be alright, but medium work rate. I'm not a fan of that boss for a striker.
I'd rather have Steven Gerrard than Michael Owen, that's my personal opinion. And finally, bros, Didier, the king, Drogba, boss. So if you're a Chelsea fan, I think we can agree that you guys will want to go for Didier Drogba. A legend, basically, boss, a legend. If you guys are in the same generation as me, I think we can all love Didier Drogba on and off the field, boys. A quality player, nonetheless. I'm a bit scared about that agility and balance. I won't lie to you guys. That's the little thing that scared me off that card. After it's a fun card because I don't see myself packing Didier Drogba or investing millions of coins to play with Didier Drogba. But at the same time, the only way for us to potentially play in game with that card would be to complete the icon swap. So, bros, agility balance pretty poor, but 4-star 6'2", the man is gonna be a unit. So, guys, let us know your picks in the comment section down below. If you guys have made your choice yet, let us know. For us, I'm thinking either between Zanetti, even though that's a defender, Ferdinand, Gerrard, and Drogba so far, but depending on the road to glory and depending what we do actually need in a couple of weeks, in a few weeks time, we might revisit our choice. So, boys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Liam. My name is Vincent. Thank you guys so much. Leave a like and subscribe for more FIFA 20 videos. We catch you guys tomorrow.
Au revoir.